In the late 17th century, England underwent dramatic changes in its political and religious dynamics. King James II of the Stuart dynasty was a Catholic who sought to solidify his power by granting more rights and freedoms to Catholics, causing dissatisfaction among the dominant Protestant population. In 1688, when King James II had a Catholic heir who would continue the Catholic lineage, important figures in England, including Protestant politicians and nobles, invited King William III of Orange from the Netherlands to invade England and seize the throne. In November 1688, King William III arrived in England with a relatively small force, known as the Orange Expedition. William's forces were met with support, and many people joined his cause. King James II fled, attempting to address the crisis he faced, but he eventually escaped to France. Upon their arrival in England, King William III and his wife, Queen Mary II, the daughter of James II, jointly assumed the English throne in what is known as the Glorious Revolution. The English Parliament passed the Bill of Rights in 1689, which affirmed the rights and freedoms of English citizens and limited the power of the monarchy. While England underwent these political changes, Scotland also faced political and religious instability. After the Glorious Revolution of 1688, the government of King William III of Orange sought to consolidate its power across both England and Scotland. One of the challenges was dealing with lingering support for the former king, James II, in certain areas of Scotland, particularly in the remote Highlands. Several clans in the Scottish Highlands remained loyal to King James II, who was Catholic. They refused to recognize King William III, a Protestant, as the rightful ruler. The presence of these loyalist clans posed a potential threat to the stability of King William III's government. King William III decided to send military forces to Scotland to pacify and subdue the clans that remained loyal to King James II. These forces were led by Lieutenant Colonel Robert Campbell, a British military officer who was tasked with quelling resistance and enforcing the authority of the new government. The primary goal of the forces sent to Scotland was to secure oaths of allegiance from the clans that had previously been loyal to King James II. The British government wanted to ensure that these clans recognized King William III as the legitimate ruler and integrated them into the new governmental structure. The British forces, led by Lieutenant Colonel Robert Campbell, arrived in Glencoe, a region controlled by the MacDonald clan. The MacDonald clan was one of the largest and most powerful clans in the Scottish Highlands, with a history deeply intertwined with the Glencoe region, a valley located in the southwest Highlands. The clan was known for its strength and independence, with a tradition rooted in agriculture and pastoralism. The clan's leader, Alistair MacDonald, also known as MacDonald of Glencoe, was the son of Mac Ian, the chief of the MacDonald clan, who passed away in 1681. Alistair MacDonald, along with many other Scottish clan chiefs, was invited to pledge allegiance to the new king. While most clan chiefs adhered to the deadline for giving their allegiance, Alistair MacDonald pledged his loyalty to King William III after the established cutoff date. This delay was likely due to various factors, including the distance between Glencoe and Edinburgh, the administrative centre. This delay was interpreted as a sign of ambivalence or a lack of commitment from the MacDonald clan and seen as resistance to the authority of King William III, even though the oath was eventually given. This delay in allegiance seemed to provide justification for the British forces to launch a brutal attack. In the early hours of February 13, 1692, the British forces suddenly launched a surprise attack on the MacDonald clan. Without warning or prior indication, the previously friendly British forces launched a brutal assault on the sleeping inhabitants of Glencoe, causing panic and chaos among them. Houses were set ablaze, and those who tried to flee the attack were forced to confront the harsh weather conditions outside. The cold temperatures and heavy snow added to their suffering. Many people perished from direct attacks, while others died due to the cold and harsh environmental conditions. The inhabitants of Glencoe, including women, children, and the elderly, found themselves trapped in this terrifying situation without a place to seek refuge or escape. They became victims of the cruel actions of the British forces, who had previously built a sense of trust among them. The Glencoe Massacre became a harrowing example of betrayal and a violation of human values. The sudden attack and brutality faced by the inhabitants of Glencoe, who had initially felt safe, created a deep sense of trauma and sorrow in their history. This event continues to serve as a symbol of injustice and cruelty during that time. The Glencoe Massacre reminds us of the terrible consequences of irresponsible political actions and abuse of power, as well as the human tragedy that unfolds when trust and hospitality are brutally violated.